Alrighty, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everyone is doing well out there. Glad to have y'all here for a really early update on the tropics. Got ourselves some new information for you guys regarding Hurricane Beryl. Now, the storm is currently a Category 1 storm. New advisory 6A just came out from the Hurricane Center. We are talking sustained winds of 90 miles an hour currently with this storm overall. Things are definitely getting a little crazy out there with the storm here. Thing is actually strengthening a little quicker than we anticipated. What's up, Andrea? Good morning. What's up, Megan? Hope you guys are doing good. Good morning to y'all. Like I said, it's a very, very early update. I decided I'm going to go live here with you guys. Yeah, I am tired. I saw this immediate advisory 6A just came out just a moment ago. And we are seeing some pretty solid updates with this storm here. So as of now, we're talking sustained winds of 90 miles an hour. Maximum gusts is a little glitched right now. This is 0 miles an hour, but we're gusting over 100 currently. This is as of update 6A that just came out here not long ago. This storm is going to be very impactful. And honestly, we're getting real close to Cat 2 strength here. So by sunrise, there's a possibility that we could be talking, sustained winds of 105 with gusts up to 125 by tomorrow morning. So then we continue working our way down in time. Now, this thing is going to... let's see here. This thing is going to be causing a lot of problems for the Windward Islands down there in the southern Lesser Antilles. Once again, we are expecting this thing to make landfall here right at 125 mile an hour winds sustained. So that's constant winds of 125 with maximum wind gusts getting up to 155. That's out there towards Cat 5 wind gusts. So pretty strong winds. And so according to the Hurricane Center, just kind of continues on as it passes the Windward Islands. It turns its way into, it kind of holds strength according to the Hurricane Center. This is where I kind of believe a little different. I think there's a possibility it might be able to pick up to low-end Cat 4 as it goes past the Windward Islands. This is my opinion. This is what I kind of think based off of models and trends and all that stuff I've been paying attention to. So the latest cone here has this guy. Obviously, we have Jamaica still in the cone, but it seems like it's more probable that this storm will remain to the south of Jamaica overall. Like I said, but yeah, Jamaica's likely going to have some very, very heavy impact still. What's up, Haley? What's up, Bay Williams? Hope you're doing good. What's up, Weather, Stormlord? Haven't been able to get to sleep, so I decided to go for a bit, and I saw you were live. Might as well hop in and see what's going on. Sounds good, man. Andrew says just about to head to bed. Freedom says, "What's up, bro? What's up, dude? Hope you're doing good, man." It's good morning, Copper. What's up, Alex? Let's see here. What's up, Haley? Hope you're doing good. Lord Andrew says long-term Navy model shows high pressure moving in. Let's see, it comes in Texas along the river there. I've been watching the models lately. We're actually gonna hop over to the models here real quickly to see what's going on out there with these latest runs. So we're gonna look at HWRF. This is the latest run. You can actually see it's still rendering. It's not completely done yet. So it's a brand new run, brand new model run coming through here. So we work our way down in time. You can see this guy, rapid strengthening. Pressure is dropping here, continuously. And according to the HWRF model, the central pressure is down around 965 millibars. Pretty strong. Well-defined eye at this point in time, as you can see. This would be right around the morning of July 1st. That's kind of when we are expecting the time of landfall, if it makes landfall, which it'll definitely impact some of the Windward Islands out there, likely causing catastrophic conditions down there, so we definitely need to watch out there for it. Let's see here. Yeah, Andrea, it does have a 70%. Yeah, we're gonna have to watch out for. I think that's 96L. Don't remember exactly. It's disturbance too. Overall. Let's see here. Watching from St. Lucia. Stay safe out there, my friend. Why does my live stream panel on YouTube your video? Oh, I'm on my phone. I'm on YouTube Shorts live streams. Yeah, just a quick way of me updating things without having to make a thumbnail and stuff. Anyways, but yeah, we continue working our way down in time. What a beast of a storm, according to the HWRF model. You can see the time over there on the top, right here. There's the timing. So yeah, we work our way down in time here. You can see it. It approaches the islands. Right there, sometime in the morning of the 1st, possibly afternoon, is when we're going to have that landfall. Then it'll continue rolling its way to the west out there, heading more towards like areas like Dominican Republic and Haiti. Should remain far south from Puerto Rico. So my folks in Puerto Rico, you all are good. The thing is, though, for Puerto Rico, we're probably going to have maybe a little bit of a rip current concern, because this storm in general, it's going to be really knocking up those waves. It's really going to allow for the waters in the Southern Caribbean to be very rough, very, very rough. So with that being said, we're gonna see some big waves along the coast, the southern coast of like I said, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Puerto Rico. Definitely going to see that. And as we continue to work our way further down in time, we get a little closer towards Jamaica. Jamaica is obviously, in a bit of a hazard right now. We're not entirely sure about a direct landfall, and honestly, it seems like models are mostly shooting that central eye going under Jamaica. With the latest runs coming through, it looks like it's going to go south of Jamaica. However, with that being said, that actually puts kind of Jamaica in a little bit more of a concern, because the top right part of the storm is the most dangerous part of a cyclone. That's where your strongest winds are at, and there's a chance that those strongest winds could be battering right there under the southern portion of Jamaica. So regardless of direct landfall or not down there in Jamaica, we are likely going to get hit very, very hard by this storm here. So that's what I'm saying. Now would be a great time to start preparing if you're in Jamaica for this storm here, and we're going to be approaching Jamaica around the 3rd, right around the 3rd. We're going to start feeling those effects there, going in from the morning through the afternoon and stuff like that. So we'll definitely continue watching it. But let's go ahead and take a current look at the storm. So here it is right now, and it's fine and glory. Right now, we are currently seeing this guy, rapid intensification, a lot of convection there in the central eye. You can look at that thing spin, dude. That thing's just quite a beast. It even looked like we have a little bit of clearing in that last scan. You see that? It might be trying to form an eye wall there. Let's see your last scan. Yeah, there you go. You see that? See that little gap there? That could be the storm trying to form an eye. So that's, yeah, look at that. Really, really strong convection. You can see it, just all these inner eye wall here. You can just see how it's just really, really rotating violently. So yeah, I mean, this guy is taking off. She's definitely taking off here. And like I said, actually we're ahead of schedule with the storm here. It's actually a little stronger than than anticipated. Believe it or not, it's actually a little bit more stronger overall, the system. What's up, Tash? Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good. Winnie says Jamaica will get a lot of rain, wind and high seas. Oh, for sure. Let's see. I saw that 2 of the models are showing going past Jamaica, but they would be on a dirty side. Yeah, Lord Andrew. We'll have to see it. It seems like the latest trends here with the models want this thing to just go directly south of Jamaica. Regardless, Jamaica, yeah, you guys are in a bit of a concern right now, a bit of a problem. Let me hop over to the HMON. This is another model. This one doesn't have infrared, but this one shows it very, very strong. We're talking like 953 millibars upon Windward Island approach. Timing of this here is right around 11 a.m. Eastern for July 1st, showing a massive hurricane slamming into the southern windwards. Central low of 950s, which is pretty strong, very, very strong low, central low at that storm. So as we approach our way past, or I should say after we pass the Windward Islands here, according to the model, actually we briefly weaken a little bit. Then we start picking back up on some strength as the storm kind of gets a little closer. This model also agrees on the fact here that the storm will pass south of Jamaica, but like I said, that's not gonna leave Jamaica unscathed. Remember, Jamaica's, regardless at this point in time, going to get some very, very nasty conditions from the storm. According to this model, it still could be a major hurricane by then. We're talking maximum winds up to 112 knots. That's like upper Cat 3, actually, according to this model here. Let's see here. Is this still going to peak at Cat 3? So yeah, as of the last Hurricane Center update here, we have ourselves update number advisory 6A that just came out. And yes, it's still expected to be a Cat 3, but it is expected to become a Category 3 earlier. Let me go ahead and see here. I'm going to go ahead and update this to the satellite view. It'll make it look a little bit better for you guys, a little bit easier to read. There we go. Yeah, you can really see those areas now. It seems like St. Lucia is kind of out of the cone. That does not mean that there's going to be no impacts for St. Lucia, because there likely will be quite a bit of impacts for sure. We have hurricane warnings out there, but the point of the eye, the center of the storm, will impact some of these islands. It looks like St. Vincent, maybe Port Elizabeth. Let's see here, Grenada, I think it is. You guys are going to be in that path of, this is the center of that storm, or the worst part. So, and like I was mentioning, we're expecting the impacts to be for the morning of the 1st into the afternoon. And like I said, we're talking sustained winds at this point in time to be 125 miles an hour or 155 gusting to. Very, very strong winds out there. Very, very strong winds. And like I said, this is Cat 3. Honestly, what's a little scary and what I'm a little nervous about, we're only 5 mile an hour off from a Category 4 at the approach of the Windward Islands. Now, personally, I do think that we will get to Cat 4 strength at least after we roll through the Lesser Antilles. But yeah, Hurricane Center guidance is showing 5 mile an hour short. Saffir-Simpson scale shows 130 sustained would be considered Category 4, lower end Cat 4. So yeah, we're gusting up to right at upper level Cat 4 strength. Classified as a hurricane, Cat 5, I should say, is 157 plus mile an hour winds, and we're at 155 gusting too. So we're gusting near Cat 5 at this point. Let's see. If St. Lucia isn't in the cone, that means it moved a little further south. So the center of the storm, so the eye of the storm is here. Let's hop on back here. The center eye of the storm is going to be to your south. You're still going to get battered by strong winds and all that stuff. So certainly still need to watch this one. Will this impact the United States? It's unknown right now. It's a little far out. The models here. Let me hop over to our spaghetti models here. Our spaghetti models don't show any immediate danger of this thing heading towards the United States. You can see it's going to gradually move to the west, as it's been doing. Models are pretty fine-tuned, now showing this thing under Jamaica. So like I said, whenever it comes to Jamaica here, we're not expecting... I mean, it could go over Jamaica directly, but we're expecting it now to remain mostly just under Jamaica. Could pose a concern far down in time for the Yucatan Peninsula. Could cause a little bit of a concern out there. We'll have to see how that ends up. So we're basically, like I said, we're targeting the Like I said, we're targeting the Windward Islands out there as it approaches to the west here, south of Jamaica. And like I said, we actually now have hurricane warnings in effect here. You can see here's the latest cone from the Hurricane Center. All those red areas there, those are all hurricane warnings in effect here for portions of the Windward Islands. And we do have some tropical storm warnings in place across the blue and a tropical storm watch across the yellow. So once again, obviously the red is showing a hurricane warning. The M stands for major hurricane. H stands for hurricane. M stands for major hurricane. So a major hurricane is category 3+. So, and we're seeing, like I said, yeah, major hurricane out of this here. We do have ourselves the latest end of the cone going just relatively south of Jamaica. Now, I want you to note that Jamaica is still in the cone of uncertainty. So there is still a possibility that it could, still track up near Jamaica. It still could do a landfall over Jamaica. It's still certainly possible. But with the latest guidance, it seems like it's going to go a little bit south of Jamaica. But like I said, we're still going to get some very nasty effects of the storm in Jamaica. So this is not a thing to let your guard down. Okay, so you're still going to feel the effects pretty strong. This thing will continue west, like I said, possibly eventually causing a problem for the Yucatan Peninsula. We'll have to see overall, as we continue to work our way down in time with this storm here. Actually, you know what? This is the last update here. Let's go ahead and refresh that. There we go. Yeah, not much has changed, but yeah, same basic thing here. Once again, like I said, right now, the storm's at 90 miles an hour. It's actually getting closer to Cat 2 strength. It's almost there, actually. It's getting close. I'm pretty sure 95 plus is Category 2 hurricane strength. So, yeah, we're definitely getting a little close to that marker in time. Let's see here. I saw the winds, mid Cat 1. Is that true? Is it a Cat 2 now? It's a Cat 1 right now, upper level Cat 1. Once again, sustained winds of 90. 95 plus, I think, is Cat 2 strength. According to the Safford-Simpson scale, I'm pretty sure it's 95 plus. Cat 2 is 96 to 110. Gotcha. Yeah, so 96 to 110 is Cat 2. So we're close. We're close. We're right at 90. It still says gusting to 0. Now, we're gusting over 100 miles an hour at this point in time. Storm is definitely getting a little crazy. Let me hop over to Hurricane Beryl here. Get a nice satellite view of this guy. We'll throw up clean infrared view for you guys. Go ahead and go to last. I'll do the last 30 frames here. Yeah, there we go. There she is. All right, nice. Also, I want to turn off the wind field here. There we go. Nice. So yeah, there you go. There's the storm right now. She's rolling west here. They've literally just this minute updated the system to a Cat 2. Really? Wow. Let's see. The next few hours, I had to guess it. Next 5 hours for Cat 2. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, this thing will be a Cat 2 by sunrise, for sure. There's really no avoiding it at this point. I mean, the sucker, like I said, I wouldn't even be surprised if it is Cat 2 right now. Like I said, we've had some signs that it might be trying to form an eye wall. Or, sorry, it has an eye wall. I'm talking an eye, sorry. See that lighter color there? It's trying to form an eye. We got some really, really strong convection to the south and the southern eye wall right now. Overall. Let's see here. Heavy rain right now in my part of St. Lucia. Stay safe, my friend. You're going to get a lot more of it for sure. Yeah, out there. Luckily, like I said, the cone, the center, so the eye of the storm is going to be most likely south of you. But like I said, you're still going to have some heavy impacts. You still have hurricane warnings in place. So that is something we definitely need to watch out there for. Let's see here. Good to be here, says the rabbit. Good to have you here, man. Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good. So, like I said, yeah, we'll continue watching this overall for a while here. Let's see here. Continue watching this here for, until it makes landfall, of course. We'll do some coverage on it making landfall. Then we'll continue to cover it as it continues to roll to the west here. Let's see here. So distance of the storm right now, let's see here. Let's actually measure that. So from the center of Beryl to the Windward Islands, we are 600 and about 650 miles or so. Lord Andrew says, great stream. Thanks for doing this. No problem, man. Like I said, you know, anything I can do to help y'all out, help keep you guys weather aware. Of course, you know, it's my pleasure to be here. Let's see here. Chances of rapid intensification. It's already rapidly intensifying. Yeah, like I said, we're already at 90 miles an hour. So within the last 24 hours, we've gained a lot of territory. Just not tonight, but the night before last, we were at 40 mile an hour winds, tropical storm status, and now we're at 90. So we've gained 50 mile an hour winds in the last 24 hours. Which, yes, that makes it rapidly intensifying. Let's see here. Or if you're saying Rhode Island, yeah, it's not going to hit Rhode Island. Nah, she's going to stay in the Caribbean. Like I said, it's going to hit the Windward Islands out there towards St. Vincent, towards Grenada, some of those regions there. And it'll continue rolling west here until it, you know, approaches near Jamaica for the 3rd. Let's see here. Will Puerto Rico feel winds? Take a look back at the models. You're not going to get the heavy stuff, which is good. One problem I do see for Puerto Rico is rip currents. So the storm is going to be really, let's see here. We're going to actually go up to HWRF parent. Zooms out a little bit here. There we go. So yeah, you can see that the main area is going to be to your south here. You're going to get hit by, you know, probably some strong winds. I wouldn't say quite hurricane or anything like that. Models like this model is showing very, very strong storm at this point in time for the 2nd. Puerto Rico in itself, you know, could see probably gusts up to tropical storm force, but honestly, like I said, when it comes to it, it's, yeah, a lot of the winds are going to be to the south, and you're going to be dodging it. There's another storm that we're watching, following behind it too. We'll continue watching progression of this guy as well. Like I said, it's not just one, but there might be a second one. Hurricane Center, we already do have ourselves a, let's see here, 70% chance of formation. Disturbance 2. Overall formation in the next 48 hours is 40%. We're unlikely to form in the next 2 days. However, formation chance in the next 7 days is 70% chance out there. So we're talking good potential. Got Disturbance 1 out there, 50-50 shot for development. Likely will just, if it gets anything, it'd likely be just a category. Sorry, not a category. It would likely be a depression, possible tropical storm. But, you know, once again, that's up to a coin flip now, 50-50 shot overall. Green says, thank you, no problem. Music Kid says, hit the like, people. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate your support. Like I said, I'm here for you. You know, if you have any questions. What about the European model? Yeah, so European ECMWF is not really the best model to look at for the tropics. It tends to underdo things a lot. However, we'll still take a look at it, and you know, it's never good to be biased, you know, to other models and, you know, without the other ones. But yeah, ECMWF here, the European model, has this thing actually, yeah, pretty strong, getting down to 970 millibar range as it rolls towards Jamaica. It looks like Euro wants it a little higher up north than a lot of these other models here. But yeah, pressure's down in the 970s. Looks like the winds are peaking up to about 90 knots. So yeah, no, this storm, this wants it to remain a Cat 2, Cat 3 maximum for the most part. But like I said, you know, the way it's going here with the latest models, I wouldn't be surprised by the point that we pass the windwards, that we will possibly be in even low in Cat 4. So, where's spaghetti models? Yeah, let's go and pull up the spaghetti models. So there you go. Those are the latest spaghettis. You can see that we have a very, very tight area of concentration. in the Windward Islands there from all those models. Good amount of agreement there overall. Storm's looking yeah, pretty good. Models are doing pretty good with the storm here. We work our way over here to the west. This thing, for the most part, will remain south of Jamaica, according to the spaghetti models here. The cone is still over Jamaica, so there is still a little room for error. Models could start trending back north again. We'll have to see. But yeah, Jamaica right now, at the current moment, the storm is likely to pass to your south, from what it seems. But regardless, like I said, regardless of direct landfall or not, up there in Jamaica, we certainly need to be prepared out there regardless. There's still going to be some heavy impacts either or, if it goes over Jamaica or if it goes, under Jamaica. Later on down in time, this potentially could be a bit of an issue for, the Yucatan Peninsula. We'll have to monitor it. I'm also monitoring an area of high pressure up there in southern plains of the U.S., which could allow for the storm maybe to steer further into the Gulf far down in the time. But like I said, anything at this point is a little far-fetched. At the point of the Gulf, we're going to leave that be for now. I don't think as of right now, I don't see any immediate danger of the United States being impacted, but the storm is tracking in that general direction. Like I said, we're not entirely sure if there's going to be any form of impacts in the Gulf of Mexico, or I should say in the United States, but it does seem more and more possible. I will say that. So we'll keep on watching that. By tomorrow night, we should have more of an update on some of these areas out towards the Yucatan. But it does look like, yes, the Yucatan will likely get impacted by this storm here overall. I'm in South Louisiana. Do I need to be concerned? Ryan, you really don't need to be concerned. However, I would keep an eye on the storm. Keep an eye on the progression. As of now, there's really no guidance of this thing hitting you. So you should be good. You should be good. Let's see here. Let's see. What is the ML? What do you mean by ML? There's multiple things that could mean. Let's see here. Not me being in Texas, not know what's going on. Yeah, Texas, like I said, right now is not under any immediate danger. If you're in Texas, I would highly consider, watching out there for it. Millibars. Okay. Yeah. Central low currently is 980 something. I'm pretty sure it's in the 980s. Yeah, 983. Wow, 983. Wow. What a drop in central pressure. Let me check the hurricane hunters. We're gonna see what they're doing. I'm not sure if they're in the storm right now. We had multiple missions earlier. Pretty sure that just landed out there in the Caribbean. Let me go ahead and yeah, let's check up on the hurricane hunters here. Let's see. We got ourselves... Okay, no active missions currently. We had a mission... You can see all the last missions. We had 2 training missions. One 12 hours ago, one 9 hours ago. And we had 2 other missions. I think what they're doing is I think they're lining up aircraft out there in the Caribbean here, the Eastern Caribbean. That way they have easy access to the storm for multiple missions. Pretty sure that's what's going on right now. But yeah, no current vitals of the storm here. Central low of 983 millibars, or HPA, same thing. 983 millibars, and the winds are sustained at 90, which is pretty up there. Here, give me 1 second, y'all. I need to move my arm. My arm's falling asleep holding this phone. There we go. Had to readjust there for a second. But yeah, no, like I said, it's pretty strong right now. Sustained at 90. This is gusting up to 0, but it's gusted over 100 at this point. Let's see here. Lord Andrew says, stay safe in the islands. Have a great night. Need sleep. Yeah, I understand, man. It's definitely really early here. I'm in the Eastern time, so it's like 2:30 almost. It's early. I saw the advisory 6A come out, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do a little live stream. I was wanting to do a full-fledged live stream earlier, but to be honest with you guys, I took a little too long of a nap, and I woke up at like 11 I'm like, oh shoot, I should have been streaming by now. So that didn't really work too well. But tomorrow morning we'll do a normal live stream, not on shorts, on my actual page, the main page, and we'll do a full on look at things. We'll have a lot more views of the storm and stuff like that tomorrow. But there's the storm, y'all. Like I said, that's her right now. That's currently what we got going on here with the storm. Like I said, rapid intensification, tons and tons of convection near the eye wall there. Had a little bit of clearing. She might be trying to form an eye. You know, honestly, at this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if we get an eye on this storm by tonight. Not like tonight, but like, you know, let's see here. Tonight being the 30th, the night of the 30th. How about that? Yeah, so I think that's a possibility, you know, just given the way it's going here. Once again, yeah, no active missions going on right now. But she's a moving. Now let's go ahead and hop back to models. We're gonna go up to the let's see here, HMON here from actually. Let's go to HAFSA. We haven't looked at these models yet. So obviously this model is, you know, showing some rapid acidification continuing to occur. This model has that central low, wow, down in the 960s upon landfall there in the Windward Islands. Wow, that is quite a strong system there, according here to this model. Here's an infrared view showing a pretty well-defined eye, you know, upon landfall there. It seems very, very likely at this point that we're going to have that system. There's a lot of moisture, you know, showing in the bluish green color there. That's showing our relative humidity from our lower to upper atmosphere. So when it comes to it there's a lot of moisture. You can see the little table over there regarding humidity. It's very humid throughout our atmosphere. That's good. It's good for these storms. It gets them going. You know, helps keeps them active. What you don't want is dry air infiltration. So that kind of you know, tan color there, that is showing drier air. That's what a tropical system doesn't want, is dry air right now. But yeah, this storm here, it doesn't look like it's going to deal with much of dry air. You know, as it continues moving to the west here, most models have this thing being relatively saturated, relatively filled with moisture, which is good for the storm's sake, not for our sake. Let's see here. Take a look at your HAFSB. This is another model. This one actually shows it a little bit more aggressively. This one shows it now near 950 millibar range. Will it become a Cat 4 or 5? And will it hit the USA at all? So, my opinion, I do think this system will achieve Cat 4 status. I do. I really do think their first hurricane this season is going to hit a Category 4. Cat 5 is unlikely, and it hitting the United States right now is unknown. But there's no immediate dangers. Now, there's a couple ensembles, you know, really scattering far down in time. You can't trust this far out. Like I said, you can see we're very far away from the States, very, very far away. I mean, we're just above northeastern South America here, very, very far away from the United States. Now, as we continue rolling west here, you know, down in time, it could potentially produce a concern for the Gulf Coast. We'll have to see. But like I said, right now there's not enough model support to show it. You know, the Gulf, as well as, you know, coastal Mexico, Yucatan, those areas definitely need to be watching this storm here. You know, definitely need to be paying attention to the storm here. But no need to prepare for it right now for the United States. Like I said, we don't know if it's even going to make landfall or going to cause much of any concern in the U.S. It really depends, you know, on what it does. You know, there's a lot of potential scenarios. You know, the storm maybe, you know, could sneak up between this little gap here and hit the Gulf and, you know, do stronger stuff, or it just could hit the Yucatan, lose a lot of strength, track back into the southern Gulf, and then hit like Mexico. There still is even a possibility it could just dig its way into Mexico in general and just die out. So, you know, there's a lot of scenarios here of how this thing could play out. But, you know, up until the point we get near the Cayman Islands, anywhere after the Cayman Islands at this point, you know, anything past the Cayman Islands is not really reliable quite yet. Up until the Cayman Islands is somewhat reasonable with our overall view here. Let's see here. 8 p.m. Sunday now for major. Honestly, yeah. Let's see here. Take a look at that. Yeah, 8 p.m. by today. That's today. Later tonight, for the 30th, the night of the 30th, we're talking sustained winds of 120, gusting up to 150, just about 7 short from a Cat 5 gusts, I should say. Cat 5 gusts. We're about 10 mile an hour short from a Cat 4 at that point. Now, the models here, like I said, this is what I'm a little concerned about. Latest Hurricane Center update has this thing, maximum sustained wind. So this is just as it's approaching the Windward Islands here. This Hurricane Center has this thing sustained at 125 with gusts up to 155. See, the problem with that is that we're 5 mile an hour off from a Category 4 at that point. So, sustained winds of 125, to be classified as a Category 4, it has to have winds of at least 130 plus sustained. So upon approach to the Windward Islands here, according to the Hurricane Center, there's a good shot that this thing could even be a low-end Category 4, which, I mentioned that earlier in my live stream earlier yesterday morning, is that it's a possibility. And it seems like that's becoming a little bit more of a reality, according to the Hurricane Center. Still expected Cat 3, but anything higher would push it in the Category 4 realm. At this point in time, maximum gusts up to 155. To be classified as a Category 5, you need sustained winds of 157 plus. We could be gusting near low-end Cat 5, according to the Hurricane Center upon approach here. So, you can see where that's a little bit concerning. It kind of holds strength as it passes through the Lesser Antilles, as it continues to roll into the west here. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking out there for. Let's see here. So we'll have a major hurricane in June. Oh, yeah, definitely. See, Brandon, that is beautiful. I love your singing in the chat. Josh says, with how the track is, does it mean that Jamaica will be less impacted? Not necessarily. I mean, maybe a little. It still depends on where the center goes. I mean, because you're still in a cone of uncertainty here. So the center, the eye of the storm, could still theoretically go over Jamaica. Although, about 75% of the cone shows it going south. So more than likely, this guy is going to be going to the south here. There's only about 25% chance, or 25% of the cone showing Jamaica being impacted. So, direct landfall. Regardless, Jamaica, yes, will be impacted by the storm pretty heavily. So we will have to watch out there for this. But yeah, it'll likely pass south of Jamaica as of the latest update and stuff like that. And you guys are getting hit by hurricane force winds more than likely. It's really, especially that southern coast of Jamaica, really needs to watch this guy closely. All of Jamaica needs to. Honestly, you need to start preparing if you're in Jamaica. On a scale of 1 to 10, how scared should the Gulf Coast be? You shouldn't be scared in the Gulf Coast. Like I was mentioning, the Gulf Coast should obviously monitor the progression of this storm, as it, there's still chances it could eventually track in the Gulf. We're not entirely too sure. Like I said, once we get past the Cayman Islands here, the overall idea of what this storm's going to do is still unknown. So we will obviously keep an eye out there for that. Is there any low pressures that will pull it north? There's actually a dome of high pressure down there in the southern plains, which could have. Oh, didn't mean to click on that. Probably shouldn't. Probably couldn't show that anyways. But yeah, there is a dome of high pressure that could be building in the southern plains, which could steer the storm. I'll keep an eye on those conditions. But like I said, by the way, past the Cayman Islands, it's a little unknown of what we can expect. Will this affect Florida? As of now, it's unlikely that this thing will affect Florida. Don't think it will. Let's see here. Beryl has very good conditions. It sure does. It's very, very conducive for development over the next little bit. Let's see here. Jamaica. Yeah, like I said, Jamaica definitely needs to monitor this guy here. I would already go ahead and start getting prepared if you're in Jamaica. We're still not entirely too sure if this is going to be a direct landfall in Jamaica. It seems more likely it's going to go south. Obviously, in the windwards, my folks out in the windwards towards St. Vincent and Grenada, you guys need to certainly be preparing for this storm here. Make sure that you guys are already getting ready for this out there, towards, as well out there near, is it the Barbados? Barbados, I think is how you say it. Also pay attention out there. I'm pretty sure you are actually even under a hurricane warning, if I'm not mistaken. Here, let me pull up latest Beryl info. Let's see here. There we go. Yes, yep, that area is under a hurricane warning out there. Johnny says it's hot down south. I'm genuinely concerned with this entering the Gulf. Any hurricane this season could be serious. Yeah, no, that's true. Taking a look here at the sea surface temperatures of the Western Atlantic. I mean, the Gulf is a hot tub right now. We're talking 29, 30 degrees Celsius waters, which is certainly warm enough to allow for some decent strengthening and sustainability. Well, that's based off of SSTs alone, but when it comes to whenever it comes to other things like wind shear, a lack of wind shear is what you need for these storms, and also moisture. It seems like models show a lot of moisture with the storm here. I ain't too concerned about that in the storm. Also, wind shear, at least for the next couple days, shouldn't be an issue. Can hurricanes produce violent tornadoes? Well, hurricanes can produce tornadoes for sure. On the right-hand flank, the left hand is unsupportive. Due to the difference in kinematics there. So basically on the right-hand side of a tropical system, these areas are susceptible for tornadoes, favorable for tornadoes, while the left-hand side, not as much. What's up, Tang? Hope you're doing good. BG4X says, hate that this hurricane will impact, regarding the Windward Islands. I'm super interested in this late June major hurricane. Gets me pumped. Yeah, I hear you. It's definitely crazy seeing the tropics pop up there. It seems like we went from a period of hardly anything happening. A couple of, maybe a couple little disturbances out there in the Southern Gulf, including Tropical Storm Alberto. But it's been pretty quiet up until this point. Let's see here. Johnny says, excellent analysis. Thank you. You're very welcome, man. Very welcome. Like I said, if there's anything you want me to take a look at, feel free to let me know. Like I said, we're here to help, man. That's the main thing is getting you all prepared for the storm here. That is what we are here for, my friends. If y'all could maybe consider leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't already too. It'd help out the channel. Plus, it'll actually help spread this stream out to more people, which could definitely help them out. So it'd be much appreciated. So yeah, here's infrared. This is we're hopping back to the models here. This is the HWRF model run. This guy is a brand new run, 0 Zulu, latest run coming through here or just finished. So according to the HWRF model, we could have a well-defined eye by the time we approach the the Windward Islands and the Lesser Antilles. So we'll definitely watch out there for that. Roy says, I think Beryl could take the same track as Ian. I don't remember Ian's track very much here. Let me let's see here. Pull this up here. Let me see Hurricane Ian's track. I'm not too familiar with what Ian did. Oh, okay. No, I think it's unlikely. More than likely, this guy's just gonna go this way, gonna go further west. No, I don't think it'll take an Ian track. Yeah, I certainly don't think that's a possibility. Berto was weak. Yeah, it was a pretty low-end tropical storm. It wasn't anything super crazy. Unstable Brick says, what's happening? We're watching a major hurricane getting ready to impact the Lesser Antilles towards the Windward Islands. yeah, I mean, look at that. According to the HWRF model, this thing could be really significant. Now, we're thinking that the maximum strength, this is what I'm thinking. I think we could definitely reach, essentially, lower end Cat 4. I think that's a real possibility. Let's see here. Roads in Jamaica are really bad, even with normal day of the rain. Most places impassable. So this system does not hit directly. Effects can be really bad. Absolutely, Josh. Yeah, for sure. This thing is going to be a big issue. Possibly for Jamaica. Once again, direct landfall-wise, we're not entirely too sure. You know, the cone of uncertainty here has this guy. Obviously, it's a little further down in time. But yeah, Jamaica is still in a cone, meaning that the central part of the storm could still theoretically go over Jamaica. Like I said, most of the cone, though, about 75% of the cone has this thing, has the center of that storm remaining south of Jamaica. So, yeah, more than likely it'll pass south of Jamaica. But regardless, even if it passes south, there's still going to be some serious impacts out there in Jamaica, for sure. Alberto was a tropical storm. Alberto is no longer a thing. Tang. Let's see here. My parents went through the Eye of Hugo in mainland South Carolina. Let's see here. Fled Charleston thinking that was C. Oh, wow. That's crazy, BG4. Steven says, if you're awake, will you be covering when it makes landfall? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll be live when it makes landfall, as well as I'll be doing multiple updates with you guys. Like I said, we'll keep you updated. I'm doing at least 2 updates a day, 2 live streams a day to help out with you guys. So if you all would be interested in staying aware with the weather, tropics, not just tropics, but, you know, severe weather in the U.S. and stuff like that too, consider subscribing. Be greatly appreciated. Let's see here. We went from a tropical storm to a major hurricane in June. Kind of a big jump. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. All right, so I'm going to Orlando in August 23rd to 28th. Will a hurricane hit my area in Orlando? So obviously, I mean, August is in hurricane season. Obviously, we do not know if there will be a hurricane in Florida between those days. It's literally impossible to tell if we'll have even any tropical system at that time being. Could this possibly be a Cat 3 and hit Mexico and part of Cuba? I'd say it's unlikely that it'll be a Cat 3 by the time it hits Mexico. Cuba, like I said, the cone is to the south of Cuba. Cuba will not suffer a direct landfall, so definitely not in Cuba. Mexico, like I said, actually, Hurricane Center has this thing weakening, but anything towards Mexico, we're still a little too far down in time to understand that. Let's see, what's the hurricane name? Hurricane name is Beryl. Hurricane Beryl. Yeah, we'll go ahead and load that satellite view. So there you go. There's the latest sat. She's doing pretty good, actually. She's holding up. Thank you, Outfish. I appreciate it, man. It's much appreciated. Is this going to hit Texas? There's no current, like I said, there's no current concerns for anywhere in the U.S. Gulf Coast, including Texas, as of now. What I do want to have happen, though, is I do want the Gulf. Okay, I do want the whole Gulf Coast to be prepared for this system, or to be at least, like I said, at least monitoring it. Not you don't have to prepare for anything quite yet in the Gulf. I mean, it's obviously good to be prepared for hurricane season, but for this system specifically, there's no reason to go out and buy gas or anything like that if you're in the Gulf Coast. Now, it's a little too far out for this region. You know, it's still unknown what's going to happen as it passes through the Cayman Island area. It's not much known at that point. So yeah, no reason to be scared right now in the U.S. or anywhere. Even towards eastern Mexico. I mean, yeah, certainly keep an eye on it. We're a little concerned about it, but no reason for panic or anything like that. It's still a lot of things it could do by the time it reaches there. What category will it be when it goes south of Puerto Rico? So that's where I kind of think the Hurricane Center, or I think a little different from the Hurricane Center here. Just based off of model analysis, trends, with these models, it seems like we're going to be in a conducive environment for further potential strengthening, especially with it ranging right there at 125 sustained. So according to the Hurricane Center, as it passes south of Puerto Rico, the storm will be sustained to 125 with gusts up to 155. So be classified as a Category 4. It needs to be sustained of 130. It's just 5 short. Just 5 short. Personally, I think it'll be a Cat 4 as it goes south of Puerto Rico. That's my opinion. I think it'll be a Category 4. I think maximum strength out of this storm will probably be a low to maybe mid-end Cat 4 at maximum overall. I do not think that this thing will be a Cat 5. For the people wondering, I don't think so. I don't think it's really favorable for Cat 5 conditions, but certainly a Cat 4 I think is a really good potential. When is this expected to hit? Good question. So yeah, it's expected to hit the Windward Islands here for July 1st, right there in the morning to early afternoon. July 1st, we're expecting the landfall to occur. We're talking at that point in time, sustained winds of 125 with gusts up to 155. So at that point in time, as it approaches the Windward Islands, it'll be already near Category 4 strength. Let's see here. Haley, I do know. Yes. Mason says, I'm going to Florida in a little over a week. Do I think this will affect us? Mason, it's a little hard to tell. I don't think Florida will be a direct... Florida's not in a direct concern right now. I'll let you know that. Florida should not be worried about this storm right now. Matter of fact, nobody in the Gulf Coast should be worried about the storm yet. But I do want everybody in the Gulf Coast, including Florida, to be watching this. Like I said, there's really no model support to have this thing turning towards Florida. Matter of fact, most models just have it scattering across the central southern Gulf. I mean, we don't know if that's going to be for sure, but like I said, at that point, it's very far down in time. It's a little too hard to tell that far out. Would I say it's a slow-moving storm or about average? I mean, it's moving pretty quick, I think. It's not like super, super fast, but it's moving decently fast. It's like I said, right now it's moving west here at what is it? I think it was 20. This one doesn't show it. What is it? Hold on a minute. Beryl. Yeah, west at 20. Yep. So it's moving west at 20 miles an hour. Let's see here. Texas is not in the path, Gary. No, Texas is good right now. No reason to be alarmed in Texas. I will tell you though, like I said, we need to watch it if we're out in these areas, because like I said, this thing could end up anywhere in the Gulf Coast. Like I said, we don't know. We don't know where it's going to end up. It's at this point, once again, as we pass through near the Cayman Islands there. Anything past the Cayman Islands is kind of hard to tell what's going to happen. Robin says my son and his wife live in Montego Bay, Jamaica. Gotcha. Yeah, Jamaica needs to prepare for this. So Robin, if you could let them know to be prepared, that would be awesome. Good morning, Brittany. Saying good morning, Andrew, and everyone. Have a blessed Sunday morning. You too, Brittany. Classic Player says, what model am I using? Well, this isn't the model. This is the cone from the Hurricane Center. This is like the official forecast. We were looking at models earlier, like HWRF here. We're going to hop up to HWRF again here. So, we were looking at a lot of models. Here's HWRF as it approaches. Some of those outer bands could start to impact possibly as early as like really, really early July 1st. We'll likely start to see some of those outer bands approach near the Windward Islands there. And like I said, the heaviest impacts, right there, point of landfall, will be either late morning or early afternoon for you guys out there. According to this model, central low of 965 millibars, which is considered pretty strong pressure. You can see a well-defined eye according to the HWRF model here as this guy rolls over these regions. Definitely, possibly even picks up some strength according to this model as it passes through, the Lesser Antilles there. That's kind of what I'm a little concerned about. At this point in time here for possibly early the second, I think we could be in low in Cat 4. Take my word for it. I think we could be in a low in Cat 4 at this point in time. But once again, like I said, Cat 5, for people wondering, no, I highly doubt this thing will ever become a Cat 5. But I definitely am pretty strong in believing that the system will, yes, be eventually a Cat 4. I mean, currently it's maximum. It's not far from it already from the hurricane cone here. Like I said, obviously, Hurricane Center says 125 sustained as it approaches the Windward Islands. And to be classified as a Category 3, it has to have 130 plus. So we're just 5 short. Just 5 short. Let's see here. Looks strong. Oh, for sure. For sure. I had a hurricane name. It was Hurricane Matthew. Yeah, Matthew was pretty bad. I remember Matthew. How long will the hurricane last for? So across the Windward Islands, we'll feel those effects from the morning of the 1st, probably up until maybe the evening of the 1st. So it'll last about a day. The effects probably, maybe a little longer. But the heaviest effects will probably last no more than 8 hours. Let's see. Has potential for Cat 4. Oh, I think so. I think that's almost a given at this point. Close to Cat 3-4 easily. Yeah. I think it'll be in low end Cat 4 status. I think its strength is going to get up to peak at Cat 4, probably low end. I mean, shoot, honestly, the way things are going here with the models and stuff like that, Hurricane Center is not far off from this thing being a Category 4. As it approaches the windwards, it's hard to tell, man. It's hard to tell. But I think at some point, I think it has that best potential as it goes over the Windward Islands into the western waters. I think that's where it could potentially strengthen a little more up to Cat 4 if it's going to do it. Let's see. With all the warm waters, could it go under rapid intensification? Yeah, it's actually already doing it, matter of fact. Here's current satellite view of the storm right now. This is it. She's really strengthening. So as of around this time yesterday, the storm was a tropical storm with sustained winds of 40 miles an hour. It is now a Category 1 hurricane with sustained winds of 90. So a lot stronger. in 24-hour period, it's gained over 50-mile-an-hour winds. So pretty strong, if you ask me. Let's see. I've been here in Hugo and let's see here. Puerto Rico, gotcha. So I know what they do, especially. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, Puerto Rico. Like I was saying, Roman, you guys should be good for the most part. You might get some, gusty winds, of course. Nothing hurricane related though. Puerto Rico's going to be good. The main concern I have for, like I said, for Puerto Rico, I think the main concern is going to be maybe some coastal concerns. Like maybe some swelling of water. Big waves and some rip currents. I think that's a possibility. Maybe some gusty winds too, of course. But whenever it comes to it, you guys are going to be kind of lucked out here with the storm. This is going to just pass to your south. Let's see here. Florida had a riptide warning not long ago. We could see outer bands have possible tornado. Yeah, I don't think Florida will deal with any of those bands per se. I mean, even if it takes that northern path, it's going to have a lot of Cuba to go through. Cuba's mountains kind of eat up storms, so I think some of those bands, if they do approach, will get eaten up by Cuba's mountains. Let's see here. Grenada, Barbados, and St. Vincent are going to get hard. Yeah, they probably will get hit pretty hard there. Let's see here. At least it's not pulling in Otis and exploding to Cat 5 at 5. Yeah, we're thankful for that now. That we sure are. So here's the latest spaghettis, y'all. I'm going to update this. This is the latest and greatest what we got going on here. So here's our latest spaghetti models. We'll continue pushing west here for a while. Like I said, we'll eventually roll up there towards the the Windward Islands down there for once again the morning, morning to afternoon there. Roughly around that time is when the heaviest is expected in the Windward Islands overall. It'll continue rolling to the west out there. Once again, I think it's going to be peaking its strength, probably somewhere in these waters here. I think it'll peak its strength right here, possibly low in Cat 4, and it'll continue rolling west here, and it'll pass south of Jamaica, possibly as a major hurricane. Even it could still hold up Cat 3 strength by the time it gets there. Likely going to pass south of Jamaica now. We're still in the cone out there in Jamaica. So there's still some theoretical possibilities that it could have a landfall potential still in Jamaica if models start trending up north. But at this point in time, it's pretty hard to tell if it'll actually make landfall at this point in time. Actually, no, it's not very hard to tell. It's actually pretty easy to tell that this thing will likely just pass to the south. I don't know what I was saying there. Let's see here. I remember you were covering the May 6th tornado outbreak. I'll never forget that we had 70-mile-an-hour winds. Our power was buried to the ground. We've been dominating every storm. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Like I said, I'm on about as any storm as I can try to get on. Whether it's severe weather, whether if it's tropics, we're on everything, y'all. So, if you haven't already, maybe consider subscribing. Be much appreciated for one, and that way you guys can stay up to date with the weather. The warm Gulf will increase the size of the storm. What should Texas do? I think Galveston and Corpus, South Padre could be hit hard. So, like I said, right now there's no immediate concerns for areas in Texas. It's like I said, it's a little ways away out there. I mean, it could even just fizzle out as it kind of could dig its way into southern Mexico. There's even a chance that far down in time it could just impact, the eastern coast of Mexico. It's still unsure if it's going to hit Texas or anywhere in the U.S. Gulf Coast at this time. I mean, if you're in the Gulf Coast, certainly monitor the progression, but just know once it gets past the Cayman Islands, we don't really know exactly what it's going to do. Let's see here. Oh, what's up, Brandy? Hope you're doing good. See here. Brandy just came in with a $10 Cash App donation. Thank you so much, Brandy. That is awesome. That is very sweet of you. Thank you for the tip. That is, wow. That was very, very sweet, Brandy. You definitely made my night with that. Thank you so much. You were awesome. Joshua says, I was nervous looking at hurricane models, watching Hurricane Lee shift toward North Carolina. This storm will probably pose no concern for North Carolina. Yeah. From what we're seeing now, this system will not come anywhere near North Carolina. So no need to worry with that. No, this storm will stay in the Caribbean and stuff like that. But once again, Brandy, thank you so much. Seriously, that was very sweet of you. I appreciate that. Thanks for the support, my friend. I feel bad for the Yucatan. They got hit hard this year already. Yeah, they got a lot of rain. Let's actually hop over to 96L. Yeah, 94L. They're currently dealing with another investigation here. You can currently see here that we have, a couple of booms of convection over the Yucatan. Central low, it's just passing off to the west now. She's heading back into waters. But, I mean, like I said, it's bringing more rain. They've been getting a lot of rain out there. Let's see here. Anti-Global, what's up? Hope you're doing good, my friend. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, there's even a chance that Beryl could have impacts on the Yucatan. At that point, honestly, it's almost safe to say that, the Yucatan will probably feel impacts from Beryl at some point in time. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, you can see all the spaghettis, all the spaghettis have it going right there into the eastern Yucatan. It's certainly a possibility. It'll pass south of Jamaica, and it'll hit the windwards directly. Yeah, the windwards are going to get hit pretty hard. I think the Windward Islands are going to get like the worst force, the worst brunt of the storm here. What's the next storm name? I'm not too sure. No, it's not Cindy, is it? Go online, go on Google, and look up 2024 hurricane season names, Atlantic, and check out some articles. It'll show you. Let's see here. Thanks for doing this. No problem, man. No problem. Like I said, when it comes to the tropics, always the tropics have always been my favorite to track. And I always love being here and helping you guys out as well. So you're very welcome. Like I said, honestly, I take my own time to do this for you guys. That way you guys can stay safe and prepared and know what to expect and just give you all updates on what it's doing. That's what we're here for, man. That's what we're here for. So anyways, but like I said, y'all, currently right now, latest update here, currently we are seeing a sustained, we're in hurricane strength, with sustained winds here of 90 miles an hour. Like I said, at 90 miles an hour. Now, when it comes to gusts, this says 0. Just a little bit of a glitch on the software, but we are seeing gusts over 100 at this point. We're definitely seeing some gusts over 100 here with the storm currently. So continue rolling west. By sunrise, you know what? I'll tell you this. By sunrise, this thing will likely be a Category 2. Before the sun comes up, probably with update advisory number 7. Yeah, probably advisory 7. It'll be a Category 2 hurricane. So by sunrise tomorrow, we'll have sustained winds more than likely up to 105, gusts up to 125 out there. Overall, and it'll continue rolling west here. Tonight, later on tonight, so the night of the 30th, it'll likely be even a major hurricane. Sustained winds of 120, gusting up to 150. It would just be 10 short of a Cat 4 by tonight. So it'll be getting close. We'll see. Let's see here. First time viewer, am I acquainted with WEFAX frequencies? I picked them my short radio. No, not really. See, this hurricane is terrifying. It's a little interesting for sure. A little concerning. Andrew, you did had a hurricane name. It was Hurricane Andrew. Yeah, 1992, Hurricane Andrew. I wasn't alive, but crazy thing is I was born in 2002. This is Hurricane Andrew hit 1992. A lot of things that people don't really know is that Hurricane Andrew not only hit Miami, but it also hit Louisiana too as a Cat 4. It hit Miami as a Cat 5, or near Miami, near Fort Lauderdale and some of those regions as a Cat 5, and it hit Louisiana as a Cat 4. A lot of people didn't know that. A little bit of a fun fact. Yeah, Andrew was a bad storm. 10 years later, I was born. 10 years later after Andrew, I was born. So maybe I'm just a reincarnated version of a hurricane. I don't know. Let's see here. What's the worst hurricane that has ever hit you personally? For me, it was Hurricane Florence. Florence was pretty bad. I feel like Sandy. I used to live up in Virginia. When I was growing up, I lived in Virginia. Sandy was pretty bad. We had a lot of flooding with Sandy. It was catastrophic for the Northeast. It was definitely pretty crazy. I had a Hurricane Nicole back in 22 here in Florida. I live in Florida now. I've been here for a while. Nicole wasn't really anything special. Just tropical storm as it approached me. We had, what was it? Ian. Ian wasn't too bad for this area here, but it was still pretty strong. I think Sandy was worse, honestly. Let's see here. Irma was bad. I wasn't here during Irma, thankfully. Let's see here. The building that we were staying at was messed up, flooded rooms, walls falling. Oh, that's not good, Joshua. Not good at all. This must be a Katrina. Sandy, it's bad. Oh, Katrina was terrible. Yeah, Katrina, I think, was the worst hurricane in U.S. history. Yeah, Katrina wasn't that good. Let's check on... Yeah, there's no active recon missions. All right, we're going to go through models again, y'all. We're going to take a look at a few of these guys. So, once again, we got some models. Here soon, I probably got to get to bed, guys. I mean, it is very, very early for me. I need to do an update tomorrow morning, too. So, we'll go over the models one more time. If there's any questions you guys might have, feel free to let me know. Be much, much appreciated. Once again... Brandy, thank you so much for the support. I deeply appreciate your kind donation on Cash App. I appreciate that. Like I said, it honestly made my night, my friend. Thank you so much for your support. It actually helps keep me doing this. Helps cost of living because it's very expensive to live right now. It's a little hard, so everything helps. So thank you. Anyways, but yeah, back to models. Whenever it comes through here, like I was saying, it's going to impact the windwards here, right here for the late morning of July 1st into the afternoon of July 1st. We're definitely going to be seeing, like I said, some heavy impacts with this system. We're definitely going to be getting some pretty nasty conditions here. According to the Hurricane Center, at this point in time, we're going to be sustained around 125. Yeah, sustained winds of 125 with gusts up to 150. We're just going to be about 5 short from a Cat 4. Honestly, to be quite fair with you guys, there is a chance this thing could even be low in Cat 4 as it approaches, as it hits the windwards down there. So I would, prepare for the worst, obviously. Regardless, this thing's going to be a major hurricane, classified, I almost said EF, classified Category 3+ is a major hurricane. Regardless, yes, it's expected upper Cat 3 strength as it rolls through the Windward Islands here. That's going to be a bit of a concern for you guys. It'll continue rolling west here. I think we could pick up a little bit more strength as it gets to this point in time for the early second, basically. Might be able to pick up a little bit of strength. Continue rolling to the west here. It'll pass south of Haiti. There's Haiti right there. It'll pass south of Haiti. And of course, it'll be coming really close to Jamaica. How close, we don't know. There still is a chance that this thing could do a direct landfall over Jamaica. It's not 100% sure yet. More than likely, it'll pass south of Jamaica. The center of the storm will be to the south of Jamaica, I should say. But regardless, Jamaica is going to get some very nasty impacts from the storm here. It'll continue rolling through. It'll pass through south of the Cayman Islands. You guys could have a bit of a concern with the storm here. And it could approach the Yucatan later on for like the 4th towards the 5th, actually. So... That's kind of the path of the saw blade here. If you play it in motion, it looks like a big saw blade. So, yeah, that's going to be the path of it. More than likely is I think it will definitely remain south of Jamaica regarding the center. But once again, Jamaica still needs to be prepared. Still need to get everything together if you live out there. Let's see here. Puerto Rico will lose power again. I hope not. Puerto Rico, like I said, is not expecting any heavy stuff. So, let's see here. Is there any chance it turns north later and affects Alabama? Sarah, so models don't really support that quite right now. Let me show you the spaghetti models. So here's the spaghetti models, the latest. Once again, we really shouldn't trust anything past this point here. So here's the Cayman Islands. There's Jamaica. So anything past this point, we should not really, like I said, at this point in time, we should not really be paying attention behind here because the models are scattering a lot. No, so definitely I wouldn't prepare. There's no immediate there's no immediate danger for you guys in the Gulf right now. There's no reason to prepare for a tropical cyclone at this time. However, yes, it definitely involves you needing to watch the weather to keep up with it. We'll see what it does. as we get a little closer to some of these other areas here, we'll obviously have a much more better idea of what this thing's going to end up doing overall. But as of now, yeah, no reason to worry, no reason to panic. Just keep a close eye on the storm. It'll likely, more than likely won't directly impact you, but we'll keep an eye on it just in case, which it's unlikely at this point. Let's see here. Yeah, Yucatan could get hit pretty hard by the storm at some point. So I'm a little concerned about. Let's see here. I'm not very well informed about the situation, but how badly will the Dominican Republic get hit? So the storm's going to be mostly south of the Dominican Republic. However, you guys are still likely going to be dealing with a bit of effects from the storm, especially on the southern coast. So if you're out there by the coast, definitely would expect maybe some coastal concerns, coastal flooding maybe. Big time waves for sure, and a lot of rip currents will likely be a concern for the Dominican Republic. Models, I don't think the models really have anything super concerning happening for the Dominican Republic. Let me actually hop to the HWRF parent model. Zoom out a little bit here. Yeah, so the Southern Dominican Republic could definitely have some gusty winds. Probably not going to be anything, super crazy. It'll likely be under tropical storm force. We could have gusts in the southern coast. Could definitely gust up to tropical storm force. Gusting, that is, not sustained. So down there in the Southern Dominican Republic, it's possible. But yeah, the majority of the storm is going to remain to your south. It'll be coming right next to Jamaica, though, overall. And, of course, there's actually another storm here that could be following right behind it. We have a little, the storm's got a follower. So we'll have to see what's going to happen with this guy. This guy already has a 70% chance of development in the next 7 days. So there's already high probability that this storm will form as well. If anything, Texas and Mexico need to be alerted. Yeah, as of now, certainly, if you're out there by, coastal Texas and coastal Mexico, obviously the Yucatan. Yeah, I would highly consider watching this closely. But, like I said, right now, for the Windward Islands, that's the main concern right now, as well as, like I said, Jamaica. Now, you two areas, those are kind of the main regions we need to really be watching out there for. Let's see here. We really need that shear to start coming through at U.S. For the U.S. or for us next week. Yeah, I hear you. We have that high pressure dome that could cause a bit of a problem. We'll have to see. Let's see. If anything, for Texas, it might send some storms in the coastal areas. Could. We'll keep you updated on it, though. Anyways, well, I think I'm probably going to roll off here. We've been live for 80 minutes, so about an hour and 20 minutes, roughly. I need to get to bed. It's 3 in the morning. I saw Advisory 6A come out, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do a live stream with you guys here. So, do me a favor, though. Before y'all leave, consider subscribing, leaving a like. That way you guys can stay weather aware. Plus, by you subscribing, it'll ensure that, YouTube actually shares out our content more. Which, like I said, if it gets in the hands of the right people, it could help save their lives. That's obviously the main concern here is, the safety of you guys. I want to make sure you guys are well taken care of. You guys are well safe and aware of what's going on. So we'll do another update tomorrow. Like I said, we'll do another update tomorrow morning. Actually, tomorrow afternoon, probably around like 1 or 2 a.m. See, I'm sleep deprived. I just said tomorrow afternoon and a.m. Oh my goodness. All right. Anyways, so yeah, I'll be doing a live stream at like 1 p.m. Not 1 a.m. 1 p.m. On the not shorts, but on my main channel. So, or this is my main channel, but the main page, I should say, a normal live stream. We'll do one of those at 1 p.m. Eastern for you guys, and yeah, we'll keep y'all updated on the tropics. Like I said, I understand it's a little bit of a scary situation here, but we'll get through this together, man. Like I said, it's the glory of being in the tropics that you got to worry about these storms, unfortunately. But like I said, when it comes to it, don't freak out. Just just get ready for it. Prepare if you're in the track. We'll keep you updated. What time will Jamaica be affected? So this thing will approach Jamaica for the morning of the 3rd, it looks like. So, yeah, around the morning of the 3rd, it'll approach Jamaica. So the 3rd of July will be the time for Jamaica to get impacted. Obviously, the late morning, early afternoon for the Windward Islands is where we're going to be talking about impacts down here in the Lesser Antilles overall. Ryan, try to get some sleep, man. It'll be all right. Let's see here. You're welcome. You're welcome, Robin. No problem. Let's see here. But all right, y'all. Well, if there's any final questions y'all might have before I roll off here, feel free to save them in the chat. I'll make sure to get to you guys. Like I said, I want to help y'all out. We did have a donator in this live stream, so thank you so much, Brandy, for the $10 support on Cash App. I appreciate that. Like I said, those funds help keep me alive, which is nice. And stuff like that, because like I said, this is what I do for a living, so I appreciate obviously the people who support us directly. You guys are awesome. So big shout out goes to Brandy. Thank you so much for your support, and all of you guys, just for hanging out with us tonight. I know it's early in the morning. I need to get some sleep. That's why we're heading off here. But just all y'all for joining, hanging out with us and all that stuff. It's just I appreciate it, y'all. Thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Y'all are the best. But all right. Well, once again, y'all, any final questions y'all might have before I roll off here, feel free to let me know. If not, we're gonna call it a stream here. What are y'all talking about? Dakota. No, this is not gonna hit the Dakotas. No. Yeah, I don't even think the Dakotas have ever gotten any remains of a tropical system either. Could be wrong on that, actually. I highly doubt it, though. I know areas like Missouri have gotten remains of a tropical cyclone before, but the Dakotas, no, because typical flow of the jet streams from west to east, and usually the jet stream catches all the remains and pushes it far east. Anyways. All right, guys. All right, y'all. You guys have a great night. Be prepared out there. Don't be scared. Like I said, it'll be all right. Try to get some sleep. I know it's late for you guys, even in the Caribbean right now. So try to get some sleep. It'll be okay. Tomorrow, remember, I'll do an update on the tropics tomorrow. We'll have some more information for you guys on this system here overall. Like I was saying, for overall, we'll be live right around like 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. For you guys out there, so or Atlantic Standard, I believe, is the same as Eastern time. So we'll keep you updated with everything going on. But see, it's 2:16 a.m. It is. Wait. Oh, it is. Wait, how is it 2:16 a.m. in Jamaica? See, it's 3:16 Eastern. It would. What? That doesn't make any sense. Is it really 2:16? I'd figure it'd be the same as me, because I'm right. You're a little bit more east than I am too. Anyways. All right, y'all. Well, I'll see you tomorrow for an update around 1 p.m. You guys have a great night. Once again, thanks for joining. Brandy, once again, thank you for the support on Cash App. I appreciate that very much. And alrighty. Y'all take care. Have a great night, and we'll see ya later on tomorrow. Catch you later, guys.